Hi, everybody. I'm here to talk about livestock nutrition and health and how it relates to teen nutrition and health. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with teen nutrition today. So, according to the CDC, empty calories from added sugars and solid fats contribute to 40% of the daily calories for children and adolescents 2 to 18 years of age, overall affecting the quality of their diets. And 6 of these sources are from soda, fruit drinks, dairy desserts, grain desserts, pizza, and whole milk, in addition with water consumption being very low. In 2001 and 2010, it was found that consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages among children had decreased, but ultimately still accounted for 10% of the caloric intake. Or in 2003 to 2010, it was found that ultimately fruit intake and whole fruit intake among children and adolescents had increased, but ultimately still did not meet the fruit and vegetable recommendations. So knowing this, why is it why is teaching proper adolescent teen nutrition important? Well, our students' bodies are changing and growing, and it's essential for them to meet those needs. In our daily intake, we should be intaking 2,000 calories, but for adolescent boys, they should be consuming 2,800 calories, and for girls, 2,200 calories. Knowing this is important because we need to be our best selves for our students, because knowing this and helping them, they can be their best selves for us. So, what can our students do to eat healthy, or what can we help or promote in our classroom? This is eating 3 meals a day, drinking water, having balanced meals by the My Plate guidelines, decreasing sugar intake, making healthy choices such as fruits, vegetables, fish, and consuming less red meat, and being active. So now we're going to go into kind of how the lesson would look and just some things to know about teen nutrition and animal nutrition. So starting off, we'll talk about do we eat like livestock? And ultimately, this would create a conversation in the classroom as a hook to generate students' minds and think about, do we? And yes, we do. Although our food might not look exactly the same, it has the same properties and qualities. So, starting, we'd ask, what is nutrition? According to Webster's dictionary, it's the act of nourishing or being nourished. Well, why is this important? Well, it's important because it is to maintain body weight, growth, reproduction, lactation, and health, which is the same in our adolescent students. Also, paying attention to the production and function role. And for this would be market stock. So, those animals that are going to be consumed, they need to grow muscle and have that energy to grow muscle, where breeding stock are selected for characteristics and their ability to raise young. So being having the nutritional value met for that. So with that, we would want to pose the question to the class of who else does proper nutrition affect, and ultimately them, and open that conversation of who and why does it affect you. Next, talking about how to manage that proper nutrition, balanced ration of the 6 components, and knowing what your food is while reading the label and knowing the ingredients that are in your food, just as this label here on the slide mentions. That would then generate a conversation about how can we manage proper nutrition within our own diets, at home, at school, wherever that may be. Again, opening the floor for that meaningful conversation. Then moving into what a proper livestock nutrition ration looks like and what it contains, as well as what proper human nutrition looks like and what it should look like in a meal. And allowing students to see this ultimately side by side and how similar they are. Then we'll go into a research portion where students will be in groups of 3 and have 20 minutes to research a ration that they're given. Here you'll see the component of the ration, what it consists of, why it's important, how is it utilized, and what it is like in a human diet, and how does it have similar properties. After everyone shares, we'll go into the question of why it's important to recognize proper nutrition, whether it's in livestock or humans, and generate a meaningful conversation to allow students to know why it's important and why we need to pay attention to our bodies and make sure that we're eating the proper diet. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Here's some of the references I used. And then here are a few more additionally. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.